And we're live, it looks like. Right? Right? Give me a second. Let me check and make sure everything's working properly. And we're live. Yeah, there we go. We're live. Cool. This is my first time actually doing this with good Wi-Fi. So hopefully this goes better than the last one. The last one I did in, what was that? That was like the 1st of August, I think. And when I went through the footage, it was so choppy, you couldn't even watch it from YouTube, so I had to delete it because it was so choppy. It was crazy. Yeah, so we'll give it a few minutes and maybe some people will join. We can get some questions. So I'm live on YouTube and Instagram. But we'll give it a few minutes. Oops. Thank you. I'm really hoping people join because this was kind of like on a whim. Like usually I schedule these like a week in advance, but I didn't schedule this one a week in advance. I put this in my stories the other day that I wanted to go live here soon, and a lot of people said that Saturday night would be the best, and I was going to go live earlier, but we were busy, so yeah, I'm hoping some people join. Yeah, it looks like everything's working though, thankfully. I was worried about that. Things not working. Is it clear though? Can anybody that's there tell me if it sounds like it's clear? Because from what it looks like on my end, it looks pretty clear. We can check it though. I was worried about that. Yeah, it looks like it's working pretty good. I did not watch the game, no. I didn't get to. I don't even know if they're winning or not. Are they? Because I haven't even looked. It's the clearest, wow. Yeah, we're getting really fast speeds. I just looked at my YouTube, and like I said last time, it was so choppy, like it would go out for like 40 seconds to a minute. So I'd be answering a question like somebody asked where I was looking at it. Somebody asked about pretzel, and I said, so pretzel is, and then it cut out, and then I was on to a new question. So it was really bad. So it looks like it's clear as a bell this time, looks like. Oh, they won. That's awesome. By a lot. Wow. Yeah, I put my questions in just like an hour ago. So I have some questions that I got from a Q&A not too long ago, and I think I saved them for this. Yeah, we had Frontier, we got Spectrum, so we got it like 2 weeks ago, so everything is a lot clearer. So I can answer some of these questions. This is recorded on YouTube and on Instagram and YouTube, so this is recorded, so I'll have this out on my channel and stuff, so people can go back and watch this. So I'll answer some of these questions I got from my last Q&A, and some of these are around the same as my first Q&A, but I wanted to do a stream because I knew that I have a lot of newer people, so I thought that I would do a stream. but I can pull those up. So one question I get a lot is, what's the new animal we're going to add to the farm next? So the goal is to, in the spring, I want to get geese, just like 1 or 2 geese, but just to guard the chickens. So they would live with the chickens and the ducks and the guineas and all the fowl and the poultry to keep them safe, because they make a lot of noise like the guineas, but they'd be a little bit more domesticated basically. So that's one thing I do kind of want to get, just like 1 or 2. Because if you have 2 together, then they see the chickens as beneath them and won't protect them. They'll only protect themselves and the other geese. So that's one animal I want to add. I also want to get some turkeys. I think that'd be an exciting thing to add. So I don't even know where I'd find them. So I have to look at some of the hatcheries this fall. So over the winter, I'll be looking at birds and picking out the breeds that I want, so that in March and April, when the feed stores have them and when my orders of chicks from these hatcheries are ready, then I can get them. So I'll make my orders now. And then for any other animals that I want to add, I talked about this in a previous YouTube video, which explains it in a lot more depth, but I talked a lot about the 2023 cow plan. So the goal is to get 2 Anguses, but I want to get a milk cow, a little heifer, and it'll probably be a Jersey, and that will probably be happening in the next couple months. And probably get a bull calf, but that's a little farther off. But there's not a lot of big plans for new animals on the farm, just to expand on what we have, chicken-wise. So I need to look again and see what other questions we have. I get this question a lot on what different chicken breeds do we have, and just to name off a few, which it's very thin right now. I think I only have like 15, 20 birds. And what I usually like to get are Americanas, which are the green egg layers, and then I usually get a lot of Rhode Island Reds. So, and then there's one more breed I get a lot, and it's the Australorp, which they just lay like a tinted brown to a brown egg usually. And those are usually what we have the most of, because they're very good dual purpose birds, so they lay a lot of eggs. But if we were to slaughter a rooster and put him in the freezer, there's still a good enough size for that. Hi, Nikki. How's my cow Pretzel? Pretzel's doing pretty good. I talked about it a little bit previously on how she's doing. She still lives up with my aunt's horse and won't leave. So the goal is to just leave her there for the time being. Hopefully in the future what we can do is bring her out of there. But especially for the winter, we're just going to leave her up there and feed her hay. She can... Oh, pause due to poor connection. Oh, no, we're back. Turn any Wi-Fi off that I can. I'm usually get notifications from the stream saying that it's laggy, but it's not. We're running at good everything. We haven't dropped frames once. Wow, that's crazy. Looks like it's still good. So she's gonna live up there for the winter, and then I'll start cutting the pasture up there in the spring and making the smaller areas where Pretzel and the horse are, so that we can make the most of the grass, so that they can get the most out of it, and that's less feed that we have to buy. So that's how she's doing. As for our 2 other cows, our 2 Anguses, they're just living life out in the pasture. We have a good size of the pasture opened up for them so that they can just live out there for now, and I might move them this week. Another question I got, a couple people were DMing me on Instagram, was what happened to the vlog on Friday or yesterday. So totally lost track of time all day Friday. I recorded it and got it all ready, and then I just never posted it. It's not fully edited. It needs a little bit more editing to do, but other than that, it's about ready to post. So we moved the chicken coop up. So it's up here, and it's sitting where I want it for the winter, and it'll stay there. Nikki, how cold is it in California? Is it still like 80, 90 degrees out there, or is it starting to cool down? Because it's been like 40 here every day, and it's dreadful. Another question is, I was gone for a really long time, so I don't even think I really got to talk about this, is where I've been. I have been working a lot around the farm, so a lot of the stuff, like, I never recorded, and I recorded twice, and I lost it both times for some reason. So I got a harness for Sadie, and I had a GoPro on her, and she followed me around as I did the chores a few mornings ago, and I recorded the whole thing, and I lost it all. But, and then my tripod broke the other day. Here, I'll show you what happened to it. It's sitting right here. So it was sitting on my desk right here, and it rolled off my desk and busted the top off. So, like, you can't even twist it anymore, and that's where, like, the mount is supposed to be for the GoPro, but it just, like, broke off. So the only thing I could do is glue it back on, but I'm not going to because it costs like $20. So I just bought a newer, more durable one, so that will be here Monday. So I don't plan on recording this weekend. I'm probably just going to record Monday, and then I'll post Fridays on Monday. So you guys will see that. It was the chickens, so we got them sorted out, got them moved up, and we have 4 Cornish crosses living with them now because they were too small for the freezer. So we're going to let them live out for a couple more weeks and see if they grow at all. Nikki said it's hot. I wish it was nice. You don't wish it was like here. 40 degrees is not fun. I'm about ready to move somewhere where it's warmer. It's not fun. I hate the cold. Chicken King over here. Yeah, I don't even have that many chickens over here. I have 20. How many roosters do I have? I have 3, 4, 5. I have 5 roosters. So I don't even have that many hens. So these roosters are all like panned out everywhere. They have like 3 hens with them each, and they're all over the farm. It's so funny. I don't have as many as I used to have. I had a fox take out a bunch of my birds, and then some older chickens I rescued a couple years ago. Through the summer, they have gotten older and passed away. So I've had that happen a little bit, but it's unfortunate. But they got to live a good life here in the pasture. So you guys are there's gonna be a lot here in a couple weeks. I'm gonna have so many baby chicks because I found a feed store that has them. So as soon as I can get somebody to take me up there and go and buy the birds, I'm gonna have a lot of chickens. So we'll have a lot of baby chicks to deal with. And I also got to ask about the guineas. I should probably answer this. So I lost 1 guinea, so we're down to 7, but I guess they're considered keats. But the keats are actually doing really, really good. They're fully feathered out, but with the cold, they're originally from Africa. So they don't do good in the cold, so I wanted to give them a little while longer before taking them out. So it'll probably be this coming week that I'll have to figure it out. Maybe what we'll do is we'll put them in where the broilers were. So we'll put them where the Cornish crosses were, and maybe we'll take them in at night and just put them out there during the day. I want to be more cautious with them because we only have so many of them, and they're harder to hatch out and they take longer to hatch out. So I want to keep them safe. So they're doing really, really good. And I'm really happy about it because what did that guinea have? She had 27 or 28, and then I took 7, or I took 10. And then, no, I took 9, and then I found one out in the pasture one day, running around. It seemed to have just lost everybody and couldn't find its way back to them. So I took that one in the barn with me, and then I lost, what would that have been, like 3? I lost 3 so far, and it's been a couple weeks, so I'm pretty happy with not losing as many. When will it start snowing? It'll start snowing like mid-November, start of December, but for now, we're in the clear. The beginning is not fun because that's when it will snow at night, and then in the morning it thaws, and it's muddy everywhere, and then nothing is fun. But, right now it's just cold. Oh yeah, it gets cold, and I don't like it. I'm about ready to move somewhere like Florida, but the problem with Florida is I don't want to have to deal with hurricanes. So for the time being, I'm stuck here in the cold. I dread this time of year just because of how cold it gets. Yeah, and fill you guys in on some of the vlogs that are going to be coming this week. So the one on Monday will be the moving of the chickens. So we'll move them to they're moved to the new coop, or to the coop. The coop is moved up, so it's where it'll stay for at least till November. I had to fix some fencing, so from what it looks like, there's going to be a lot of different time lapses in it, which I know some people really enjoy the time lapses, so lots of music. I'm excited for that one, and then I want to do Sadie's point of view is definitely going to be next week, so I'm excited for that, because that'll be a really fun one. So what I'm going to do, since I only have one camera, I'm going to put the camera on Sadie, and then I'm going to use my phone for the farm. My phone has a really good camera, and that's what I'm using right now. So what I'll do is I'll use my phone so you can still see what I'm doing, because Sadie just will book it and take off on her own. Just go see the cows. So you'll get to see the 2 different point of views, so I'm excited for that. Tell us about your hero. Is it your dad? Yes, it's definitely him. What preparation are you making for wintertime? So for wintertime, I have a good bit planned. I want to, so we'll open up a good-sized bit of the fence for the cows, and they'll stick on there for the whole winter until when they go off in real early spring to the freezer. When that happens, well, before that, they'll stay in the same spot mainly and be fed hay, and they love that. They love to see the new bales come in, so they always love that. And then as for the chickens, they'll stay where they are. The most we'll do is move them up, because if they really pack that down, we'll move them, and if it starts to get really wet there, we'll move them, obviously. And then as for the pigs, nothing really happens with them except we'll put some big round straw bales up in there, and we'll roll them out and put them in their houses. Oh yes, no on Florida too. That's scary. Yeah, there's a lot of hurricanes and a lot of stuff there. Still 90 degrees here in South Texas. Yeah, I don't know about that. I just want like 70, 80 degrees, which I don't know where I'd get that all year round without having to deal with anything like hurricanes or a lot of tornadoes or anything like that. So I'll probably just stay where I am, even though I hate the cold. That's gonna be cool. Yeah, I'm really excited for it. Yeah. And then probably the other one I want to do for next week, the third vlog, I really want to talk about the ecosystem that we have here at the farm, how the chickens will hang out with the pigs, and how chickens hang out with the cows, and the piglets go in with the cows, so everything works together in a way. So it's really interesting, and I really wanted to talk about that. But that's probably next week's plan, probably. There was a good bit of questions there for a second. I'll look on here again and see if we got any more questions on Instagram, on that question box. We'll see. No. No questions on the Instagram one I put up a little bit ago. How are the coons? So they're doing pretty good. They're not screaming as much as they used to, if you've noticed in the background in the videos on YouTube. So they're doing pretty good. They still live with the ducks. So the ducks really love to spend time with them. Talk about how much you love your parents. They're awesome. They're awesome. They help me with all this stuff I love about YouTube and really help me out with all of it. Yes, talk about your awesome parents. They're awesome. I'm speechless. They're awesome. Any more questions? I'm still giving it time because I can see that we've only been live for like 20 minutes, so there's still a good chance a good bit more people will join. It took like 25 minutes the first live I did. It took like 20 minutes and I had a bunch of questions. So I don't know how the people with like 1,000 viewers can answer all those questions. It's good to start slow and have less questions and start nice and slow. But the Coonies, they're doing really good. They're still where they are, still fat. I think I want to trim up that area here soon, so I'll probably do that. Yeah, my mother is also my hero. They're both my heroes. As for the ducks, we're down to 5, so I think I've fixed whatever was going on with them. And I think it had something to do with living in that chicken coop, which they loved it on that field, but I just don't think it was good for their health. So they're moved back to where they were, so every once in a while, let them out in free range. Oh, pause due to poor connection. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I just got the notification that I'm live, so it's taking a little while. How are the baby guineas doing? So the guineas are doing good. So we're down to 7, but they're still living in the barn. And I was saying earlier how probably this week I'll be putting them down in the field in the chicken tractor that the broilers were in now that they're not in there anymore. So I'll put them in there during the day and part of the warmer part of the day. And then at night I'll put them back in the building just because they're so much more fragile than baby chicks would be. When will you let them out to free range? So it'll be a good couple weeks because it's getting colder. If it wasn't getting cold at night, what I would do is I just put them out there I would just put them out in the chicken tractor and then I have like 4 corners crosses still, and I would have just put them in there with them and maybe just like a chicken or 2 just to let them get used to each other and just let them grow up in there, because I want to have a couple more domesticated guineas to get eggs from, because I have a lot of people who are interested in that. So I want to let them grow up in there if it was summer, but it's going to be longer because what I'm going to end up having to do is slowly transition them to be where. So it's going to start out, they're going to be out there. I'll be putting them out there at like 10 o'clock when it's warmer and sunny. And then at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'll take them back in. And then we'll get up to a point where I'm putting them out at like 7 in the morning. And then I'm leaving them out till it's dusk. And then a couple weeks later, we'll finally let them stay out there all night. And then still a couple more weeks till they're let to free range. I just want all their feathers to come in, which mostly they have, and I just want them to mature a little bit more. I'm worried that if I put them out too early, that something will get them because they don't know what to do and where to go. So I want them to live in the chicken coop this winter, so I want to keep them near it and learn what the chickens do and stay with them. When will the ducks lay eggs? So the ducks should lay eggs this month. So what I want to do is take them, and they have we have this little like small doghouse, and what I want to do is I want to fill that with some nice hay, and I want to put it in a spot where they live with the 2 coons and a mini pig. So what I want to do is separate. I want to put that up somewhere where the ducks can get to it, but the coons and the pigs can't get to it. Then they can maybe go and lay their eggs in there, but I want them to sleep in there for a little while. So, that's the plan for them. I'm just gonna wait. Hopefully that we start getting eggs soon. I estimated it should be October, November. So, probably later this month that we'll be planning for that, but I'm gonna start watching their bedding and looking for eggs here. That's a good idea. Thank you. That'll be a fun task. Yeah, it's really fun to look for the different eggs, and it'll be really exciting once I have all these new birds, because at this point, I could not care less about what breed I get. So if the feed store has chicks, I'm not gonna have chicks in the spring, because I'm not gonna have eggs in the spring. I'm gonna have chicks in the spring. So the goal is to get just like 15, 20 chicks, so that in the spring I have eggs. So, because I still want to hatch some, because I have roosters. So I want to get a couple more chicks so I can raise them up and have some eggs to hatch in the spring. Favorite chore. I don't know if I have a favorite chore. I've always loved, especially through the summer, moving the cows, because that sound of them grazing at that new grass, that new fresh green grass, especially in the mornings, is probably the best sound. I love to do them first, so that I can enjoy that while I'm doing the rest of the chores. And then, other than that, I always like letting the chickens out to come and see them get so happy. But I also love in the summer moving the Cornish crosses, which is not fun sometimes in the rain. But on a nice, sunny, warm day, it's always awesome to be able to go out there and pull it forward. And they always love to get at that green grass. So it's always exciting to see how excited they get, and to see how much more I'm going to need to move them and how they're doing. Have I ever eaten a duck egg? So I think I had a duck egg like once or twice that weren't our own, but no, not really. So I'm really excited to try those and see how they taste. But I have had guinea egg, and guinea egg is a very more like eggy taste. But I want to have enough. I want to have enough ducks. I want to get some more ducks and breed them, and have enough so that I can put a few in the freezer, because I do like ducks. So I'm hoping that we can do that here this next summer. What's the Pioneer on your shirt? So I work at Pioneer Basement Solutions, so that's what I do to help pay for things like the side-by-side we have for the farm. So I pay for that by working at Pioneer. So I go and work there 2 or 3 days a week. That's also a problem I have with posting sometimes, is if I get behind, like say I don't make new videos for a week, then I'm behind and I'm working and I can't. So that's what happened the last 2 weeks. I've been working a lot. So this week I have more planned. So we have it down this week. And I just forgot yesterday, so yeah, I kind of just lost track of time. It's funny, I can hear my parents are watching in the other room, and I can hear myself talking. I hate that so much, but it's okay. Gotta get used to it. Yeah, Chicken King has to make money. Yeah, especially in the winter when the chickens aren't laying eggs, and there's not as much other ways to make money, so yeah, I gotta go. I usually work at Pioneer. I've been working mostly at the summer, but I'll be working more this winter. So we will still have content. There should be still a good bit of content. So I've got a couple bigger projects to work on. So another thing I gotta say is we're about to hit 100 subscribers on Instagram, on YouTube. So the goal is to hit that this week. I wanted to stream when I hit 100, but I just had nothing else to do this weekend, and just put that poll up, and people said Saturday. So I decided to go live, and I thought it'd be enjoyable to go live and get some questions. And yes, thank you guys for supporting the channel and just Instagram and just everything in general. But yeah, maybe we can hit 100 subscribers this week, and maybe I'll do something special. Maybe we can go live again soon. Yeah, that'd be really fun. I do enjoy this. This is fun. And the more subscribers I get, the more questions, which means the longer we'll be doing it for, which I enjoy this again, so. maybe we'll do, since we have good Wi-Fi now, maybe a giveaway. Yeah, that's something I do need to talk about. Is I talked about a giveaway in September if we hit I said 200 subscribers, which was probably a little crazy, but I saw myself hit like 20 subscribers in like 2 weeks, and I was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be easy. And then YouTube was just like, nope, you're not. So it's been really slow, but I've been working so hard with it that, yeah, I want to still do a giveaway. And it's been hard because I've seen a lot of people who do YouTube giveaways. What people will do is they'll make like these botted accounts so that they win the giveaway. So I've been having a hard time figuring out how to do a good giveaway. So I'm probably going to have to do it on Instagram. But at the same time, I want to keep my traffic on YouTube. So it's been quite the process. Whitaker Heritage Homestead shirt and hair. I do have those. I've advertised those a couple times on the channel. So yeah, I do have those if anybody wants one. I'm still working on my virtual store, which will just be my website. So that should be done here soon, but it's not done yet. So, if anybody wants, I have hats, which I need to order myself a hat. Again, I had one, but I gave it to somebody, so I need to order some more hats. And yeah, I'll start giving those to people. We'll do probably not as many tours through the summer or through the winter. I'll buy one. Yeah, if you want one, Nikki, you can send me a message on Instagram, or you can just send my mom a message too. I can get you one ordered and get it sent to you. I have shirts. I need to work on those a little bit more. And another thing I do have are, personally, I made this more for myself and then decided to sell it to other people. So I have a mouse pad. I stained it already, but I have a couple different designs. So I have what is a gaming mouse pad, which is a really, really big one. And then I just have like the office mouse pad, which is just this small one. So I'm about to order a bigger one. So yeah, then I'll have the bigger one too. So I have hats and shirts, and I was going to make like some sweatshirts for myself this winter, maybe like some beanies too. So that's a project I work on a lot on my free time, which I haven't had a lot lately. So I'll be working on that through the winter, and hopefully we have a lot more by the spring. So yeah, that's exciting. I want to do some of those. Any more questions? But yeah, I want to do a giveaway, so that'll probably be coming in the next couple weeks. But it's been a road of a lot of hiccups for that. How exciting. Yes, I am so excited to have lots of different stuff, like lots of merch. There's another farm. What he's been doing is putting out one shirt a month. And it's only available in that month. So he'll announce it like the first week, which the new one should be coming out this week. And they're only on sale that month and never again. So that's always exciting, and I love to get those. I got to watch was I able to watch Gabe Brown's talk on treating the farm as an ecosystem? And if so, did you find it interesting or informative? And if you are implementing any of his stuff about soil health? So I did start that, and I really enjoyed that. He's very interesting to hear him speak. The problem is it's like 6 hours long. So I think I'm like 45 minutes in, but I have learned a lot about the ecosystem of the farm, but he's still kind of talking about his farm, like, because their farm's, it's like 4 generations back. So he's been talking about how his parents did it and how his grandparents did it. And that's really interesting. I've been learning a lot from that, but I need to catch up and listen to a little bit more too. What about when the rain comes? Have you fallen in the mud? Yes, I have fallen in too much mud. I think there's a vlog a little ways back that I don't think I fell in it, but there was a pig bowl in the middle of the mud, and I had to retrieve it, and it was not fun to go and grab. The mud was like this deep, so I had to, you can't even see it on the screen. It was like this deep, and I had to trudge through it and go get that bowl. I hate having to go through the mud. I've also fallen and hit my head on the ice in the wintertime, which is never fun. I probably should have hurt myself a couple times falling on that ice, but I never have. But I've fallen way too many times. I need to get like some boots with like grip for in the wintertime. One thing I need to check with this real quick. With the YouTube. Okay, still working. Yeah, so I have been watching some of that Gabe Brown, and it's really interesting to hear him talk. Does he have, I don't even think I got to look it up. I just looked up what you commented on not too long ago. And he doesn't have an actual YouTube channel, does he? Does he have any other form of social media to be able to follow his farm? By chance that you know about? And thank you for all the really nice long comments that you've been leaving me. I did get a comment I want to mention a couple weeks ago, and I've had people ask me this before about if I could make a video, and some people wouldn't be too fond of this, but I've had some people ask me if I could make a video on a pig slaughter or a cow slaughter or a chicken slaughter. So we've never done pig or cow, but I'm hopefully going to be able to go do pig here soon. Somebody's maybe inviting me out to come and help learn how to do it, which would be really exciting. As for chicken, and as for cow and pig, YouTube will not let me. So Instagram, it might be different. I might be able to do it just with like age limitations, but and like I think I have to put like warnings in there, but with YouTube will not allow me, and I can get in trouble for doing that, which I don't like, but I have to follow their rules. But yeah, so I can't do those, unfortunately. Maybe on Instagram, maybe I'll be able to put them in my stories sometime if you guys want. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe next year I'll be able to do some of that. Maybe I can even do a course, like an off YouTube type of course with another platform. So maybe we'll look into that at some point. I keep checking this question box in my Instagram stories for anybody that maybe can't join. No. No new questions in there. Anybody have any more questions? Trying to think about anything else I wanted to talk about. Any big and exciting things that I wanted to mention. I keep trying to remember because there was something I want to talk about. Henry wants to know, what do you want to be when you grow up? Henry, I want to be a farmer. A pig, chicken, and cow farmer. Keep trying to remember, because all day today I've been thinking about this. I was like, I need to talk about that tonight on the live. So I keep trying to remember what it was. Oh, that's what it was. So we're taking down our pig area over these next couple weeks. So what we have these two pig areas. So we have one that's right on the edge of our woods, so our house is like right here, and then there's a pig area here, and then there's a pig area here. So what we want to do is we want to take down this first one, which is the one closest to the house. So we've had pigs in there for 3 years now, and it needs time to rest. So we'll give it a couple years to rest. So we'll be taking that down over the next couple weeks. So we're gonna contain the pigs in the second area, make sure that's all tight, and then we'll start taking down that first one. And then we'll start I had a time lapse a couple vlogs ago about how we're clearing trees, and that's for this. So we're clearing trees so that we can put this next area in. So I need to do a little bit of measuring this week to find out how big it needs to be and how many more trees we need to clear. And when I'm talking trees, I mean these dead trees that are in there that we don't want to fall on the fence. You're on the right track. Yes, thank you. The first part is actually under 2 hours, but yeah, you're staying very busy, so time takes time. The talk he's giving is actually in Tennessee, I think. Interesting. I wonder, is his farm... I forget he said. It's not in Tennessee. I don't remember, though. Because it's been a week or so since I've watched any of it. So, yeah. I really enjoy his stuff, though, because that is really interesting. Because it's funny how I've gone 3-4 years now and never seen any of his stuff. Because Gabe Brown, that is really interesting. He's actually talking about doing the opposite way his wife's family has done for generations. In other words, no-till mob grazing rather than feedlot. Yes, that's what it was. So it's his wife's side. Yeah, that was really interesting because it's like, what was it? It's 2 or 3 generations of his family have done till, yeah. Montana, yeah, I think that is where it is. Yeah. When does pig go to the slaughter? So we have 3 bigger ones, and then we have 1 smaller one, and then we have 2 even smaller ones. So the 3 biggest ones will go to the freezer probably in January. So I talked about this a little bit. I want to separate the bigger 3 from the littler 4, because in the littler 4 we have one that's our newer boar, so he's got to grow up also. So that will be something that we need to also do. I have so much on this list, but it just grows every day. We also need to be cleaning out Molly's area soon, so that will involve the tractor and a lot of hours on the tractor and a lot of cold hours. And the breeds of pigs we do have, I got this question the other day. A lot of these questions I get are from Instagram DMs. So I answer them there in the DMs, but I also like to answer them for other people, because I feel like if one person has a question, most likely other people will have the question too. The breeds of pigs we have are the Mangalitsa's, and then I also have we also have the Durocs. So yeah, we have the 2 breeds. So the Durocs, they grow faster, and they're also a heritage breed. That's what Tinkerbell and then the two red but not curly pigs up in the woods are. And then we have the curly ones, the Mangas, which are also the heritage breed that we always have had for a long time, and they take longer to grow. Can you make a video on loading pigs? Take pigs to slaughterhouse? Yes, I can actually make a video about that. So as soon as we have them going off, I will be doing a video about loading them, because I know a lot of people are interested in that. You're doing really well, young man. You, my friend, are making America great again. So be patient with yourself. Thank you. I really do appreciate that. I probably will be wrapping it up here soon, because I need to go put my chickens in, and I would really like to go watch some of that interview before I go to bed. So yeah, that's probably what we'll be doing. Probably give it another 5 or so minutes to see if I just get any more questions that people have, but then we'll probably be wrapping it up. But if you guys want, and maybe if we hit 100 subscribers this week, because that's what, we're 7 away, so maybe if we hit that, I'll go live again next week, because it seems like a lot of you guys have questions. So yeah, I really do enjoy doing these, and now that we have good internet, I can see that the one on Instagram, I haven't gotten anything, and YouTube also looks like it's doing pretty good. So it seems like we're doing pretty good. So we'll have to do another one of these, and I've really enjoyed this. So maybe if you guys want, we'll do another one next week. And it's nice to just do it in like a half hour, just do it for like a half hour. So in the future, when I have more questions, maybe we'll go longer. But I really enjoyed doing this tonight, and there'll be a video out Monday morning, and then 2 more out next week. I also have some shorts planned. I just need to record them. So I'll see you guys with the shorts, and you guys will yeah, those will be out on Instagram too as reels, which I need to make more reels, but I've been so focused on YouTube lately. So thanks everybody for joining. Have a good evening, and be sure to go check out the videos this week. So, I'll see you guys later. Okay, so Instagram is very easy. Oh, when next pigs giving birth? Oops, I accidentally. I already ended Instagram, but this is YouTube only content right here. But for the next pigs giving birth, so I gotta really think about it. So our boar went off to the freezer, but we have this new piglet, which will be our next boar. So he's almost there. He's probably got a month or so left before he could do his job. So I'd say plan for about March or April next time we'll have piglets. So we'll probably be having 2 or 3 litters then, though. So it's going to be nothing, and then boom, 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 bunch of litters. So we'll be looking forward to that. We don't slaughter our own pigs, unfortunately. I want to, and I'm going to learn how to do that here soon, hopefully. Don't sweat if some weeks you are too busy for the YouTube end of things. But where your feet are first. Yes, thank you. I always worry about, like, my people, who look forward to these videos, which I don't know how many really look forward to them. I don't feel like I make the best content, but people tell me I make pretty good content. But, yeah, it worries me, though. But to know that people, like, say that, like you did, like, don't sweat it, it really helps. So thank you. But we will have at least 2 videos out this week because I have them recorded. As long as my new tripod comes on Monday, then we should be good. So for anybody that is, new or just joining now, this will probably be posted on the channel in the next half hour. So you can come back and watch this. So you guys can skip through the beginning. There'll be a lot of I waited a lot for people to join, but there's some earlier questions I answered. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. And